Well, the heat index did not quite reach 104 degrees today with heat and humidity combined. No one can argue just how hot and muggy it was, right? It's the air you wear. And when you think about trying to beat the heat, the first stop usually is air conditioning. But not everybody has it. Our Tatiana Cash, she was down at Bowling Green State University tonight to see how some of the students whose dorms don't have AC were faring. And Tatiana, what were you able to find?
Well, Jeff, the good news is nobody was like super grumpy, but it's understandable because of just how hot it was. But there were definitely a lot of fans running in those dorm rooms. And the good news is, though, that BGSU administrators did not hang students out to dry. They actually planned a day full of fun in the hot, hot sun.
It is hot. And no one truly understands this, like the Bowling Green State University Kreischer dorm residents who are living without air conditioning.
I got 4 fans going. And on my windowsill, I got one of those little fans pointing at me as I sleep.
In my classes, they complain about it all the time. I feel so bad for them.
Me and my roommate did end up getting a industrial fan, so it was worth the $50.
Administrators knew students would be practically melting in their rooms, so Chief Wellbeing Officer Ben Beatty says they created a water-filled day.
Slip and slides, shaved ice for them, lemonade, to really make it more of a fun experience for them. Interestingly enough, talking with students today, and even in some of those residence halls, they say it actually made them sort of bond closer together.
So it's bonding for some and just plain old tolerance for students like Sophia Conti, who looks at her sister's situation for some context.
She had a dorm building that didn't have AC. She was able to have a portable one where you could like put it in the window and everything, but they don't allow that here because it is a fire hazard.
Now, freshman Haley Barfield says it's awful, but it's also not that bad.
I do not think that it is a problem. I'm a new freshman, so I think that it's important to not stay in the dorm as much and getting out.
Freshman Ellie Cramp says some students are getting creative on how to keep cool.
On the BGSU 2027 story, actually, people are like renting out their futons to stay.
While those posts weren't on Instagram, there were highlights on how students could stay cool. And luckily, none of the students WTOL spoke with regret being a Falcon.
But I think maybe I'd think twice about living on campus. Since I live so close, if I didn't have AC, I'd probably live at home.
Like I'm paying like upwards of 20 grand a year, like over that, to come here and like live here. And I think like with all that money coming in, like you can put it a little bit more towards upgrading the buildings and everything.
So Campus Ops does a fantastic job of looking at all of our buildings, all of our master planning, of really looking at what does the future hold. And so that would be their area.